Hi everyone, welcome to here. My name is Xinyu Wu and I'm from China. In this PowerPoint, I will talk about the renewable energy in China and the development of the two major renewable energy and the challenges in the future that China may face. In recent years, China has made remarkable progress in renewable energy development and utilization over the past decade. Renewable energies contributed approximately 9.1% of Chinese primary energy supply for 2010 in China. Although hydropower currently dominates Chinese renewable energy consumption, its growth has been much lower than that of solar energy, wind energy, and biomass energy over the past 5 years. However, Chinese renewable energy is still unable to compete with fossil energy. In other words, Chinese energy consumption still relies heavily on fossil fuels. In 2007, fossil fuels accounted for nearly 93% of total energy consumption in China, of which about 75% come from coal. As Chinese energy consumption has increased rapidly in recent years, greenhouse gas emissions have skyrocketed, with mounting pressure for carbon reduction. China is standing at a crossroads for thinking its future energy policies. At this rate of growth, China will have to rely on two ways to cut carbon emissions: reducing energy intensity and increasing the share of renewable energy. In 2013, China led the world in renewable energy production, mainly from hydroelectric and wind power. As of 2014, China leads the world in the production and use of wind power, solar photovoltaic power, and smart grid technologies, generating almost as much water, wind, and solar energy as all of France and Germany's power plants combined. In 2016, China became world's largest producer of photovoltaic power. China's renewable energy sector is growing faster than its fossil fuels and nuclear power capacity. Currently, Chinese solar energy is mainly intended for urban and rural domestic energy use and the power supply for remote areas. Solar water heater and solar photovoltaic power system are the two major solar energy applications in China. From 2007 to 2010, 581 projects, 98 countries, and 47 cities have got national financial support for the application of renewable energy in buildings in China. Solar thermal systems are widely used in most of these projects, especially solar water heating systems. Solar energy can generate heat and produce power. Solar water heating systems are widely applied in many countries. Solar heating and cooling systems are also applied in some special regions and for certain buildings. The aim in using solar energy is to reduce the consumption of fossil energy. Solar water heater has been treated as commercialized renewable energy technology for nearly a decade. Now it is widely used in the households of Chinese rural areas and small and medium-sized cities, and also the public buildings of hotels, schools, and hospitals in rural areas and cities. The major reason for the widespread diffusion of solar water heater systems in China is that it can provide hot water in a more cost effective way than natural gas or electricity-powered water heaters. Now, approximately 58% of the global solar water heater installations take place in China. Besides that, currently, over 90% of the solar cells made in China has been exported to foreign countries, most to Europe. Someone in China argued that Chinese solar PV industry provides green energy for foreign countries but use a lot of Chinese scarce energy and leave pollutions in China. Someone from the nations importing solar cells from China argues that the solar PV companies in their country have little chances to compete with Chinese company due to the low price of Chinese solar cells, and they indirectly subsidize Chinese solar PV industry and employments. With the implementation of the program, China will become the largest solar PV installation nation in a few years. China began to employ wind energy at an early stage. It is in 1958 that some provinces and cities began to research and manufacture 5 kilowatt small wind energy water pumping generators. Thanks to its simplicity in structure, this sort of equipment is applicable for pasturing area. The growth of one turbine installations in China has been very impressive since 2005. The annual growth rate was kept as high as around 100% from 2005 to 2010. Now the mainstream products of Chinese wind turbines manufactures are 1.5 megawatt and 2 megawatt turbines. The growth in turbine size serves as an important indicator for Chinese progress in wind technology manufacture capability. Only approximately 25% of the wind turbine installations added in 2004 supplied by Chinese manufacturers, but over 80% in 2010. Government support is the key and initial power for the development of renewable energy. China's renewable energy promoted and pushed in some remote areas where social efficiency is remarkable while economic efficiency rather low. Thus, renewable energy needs more encouragement and support from the nation and all levels of government. These policies play a significant pushing and guiding role in the development and use of renewable energy. With the continuous change in environment, however, China's renewable energy development policy begins to show certain disadvantages. Only a very small percentage of new electricity capacity is currently coming from renewable sources. China's new electricity generation capacity is still coming predominantly from fossil fuels. As a result, renewable electricity capacity and generation considered considered as a share of total capacity and generation decreased instead of increased. Grid enterprises are reluctant to build new grids connecting wind power plants to the main grid network, which results in a waste of installed wind capacity and reduces investors' incentives to develop renewable electricity. Compared to United States counterparts, China's renewable electricity plants are running at low efficiency, which impairs their contribution to meeting overall electricity demand. This difficulties are unlikely to be resolved without appropriate policy treatment, to which we turn in the next section. In conclusion, renewable energy is the inevitable choice for sustainable economic growth, for the harmony of human and environment, as well as for the sustainable development. In order to promote and ensure the rapid, effective, and sustainable development of renewable energy, Chinese government has formulated a series of policies on renewable energy development, including laws, regulations, economic encouragement, technical research and development, industrialized support, and government renewable energy model projects. The development of renewable electricity in China in the past 3 years offers clear evidence of the Chinese government's strong commitment to clean energy. The growth of renewable electricity generation capacity has been greatly boosted. This development is encouraging. That's it. Thank you.